I am back. Rodrance for Black and White Network. If you're new to the channel, punch subscribe, like, comment, share this bad boy out. Thank you guys for watching. Rumble, YouTube, Spotify, however you get it, podcast. Here we are. We're going to talk about something that, in my opinion, is pretty badass, but it's a crying ass shame that somebody's got to go this route. It's baffling to me that things like funding and supporting the police and supporting parents' rights to their children has become such a polarizing and just a non-bipartisan issue. There was a time when that would have just been givens, even for both parties, automatics. It's not now. I've said before, look, guys, we're dealing with a completely different kind of Democratic Party. We've got socialist, Marxist ideology all through the Democratic Party, and because of that, they don't believe in nuclear families, they don't believe in religion, they don't believe in, in things, they believe in things like tribalism, okay, where the entire tribe can have access and raise your child. No, not going to happen. Joseph Cocaine on the Property Biden very famously said just not that long ago that it's everybody's children. No, the hell it ain't, dude. It's surely not. You've got no rights to anybody's child at all. And neither does these damn radical teachers. And look, a lot of these teachers are absolutely radicals. That teachers union, I mean, you will never convince me, corrupt. They're now labeling Moms for Liberty a hate group. Are you kidding me? Objectively concerned moms. And that's a problem. No. Well, here we have a former Democratic representative, state representative in Georgia, who decided to vote for parents' rights, vote for the ability for them to get funding to be able to send their children to a private school. That's something I would love to see here in Texas, because my kid would be, even here in rural Texas, boom, you'd be out of a public school in a heartbeat. And I'd put you in a private Christian school. I'm not there, but as soon as I am financially there, that's exactly what's happening. I don't want to have to worry about slight little ideologies popping in from these teachers that are hired in. And I can tell you, even going to a rural school, there were small things that were happening, like blue is no longer for boys and pink is no longer for girls. Oh no, bitches, I see what road you're trying to travel down right there in a town of 1,200 people in very red-ass East Texas. No, we're not having that crap. And also, she chose to, my God, and boy, Democrats don't like this, she chose to support the police. Oh my God, so radical, so hateful to do something like support the police that everybody of any party lines should automatically support. It should be completely bipartisan. And they want to talk about why this country won't come together. It's because that's no longer a bipartisan issue that people agree on. You don't want to support the police? You want to support the criminal? Nah, homie. That's not happening. That's not happening. Get over it. Build a bridge. Not happening. Cross the bridge. Blow it up behind you. It's not happening. You know what sane people don't do? Defund the police. Not support their local blue. That's what radicals do. And that's why we're not coming together. This is The Blaze. State representative in Georgia switches to Republican after Democratic colleagues crucified her for supporting police and school choice. There she is right there. This is Mesha Mainor of Georgia. A state representative in Georgia has announced that she is leaving the Democratic Party and joining the Republicans after her Democratic colleagues, quote, crucified her for supporting school choice and refusing to support efforts to defund the police. You want to defund the police in Atlanta or around Atlanta? Question mark. Do you want it to be Chicago? Do you want it to become Chicago? By the way, it's a war zone. It's warfare down there. On Tuesday, Representative Mesha Mainor, who has been serving as state representative from District 56 since January of 2021, announced that she had formally changed her party registration from Democratic to Republican. Quote, I represent a blue district in the city of Atlanta, so this wasn't a political decision for me. It was a moral, in caps, a moral one. I will never, in caps, apologize for being a black woman with my own mind. There she is right there in her tweet. That thing got 42,000 likes on it. Mainor later explained on Fox News Digital that she had lately endured heavy criticism from Democrats over her support for school choice and the police. Quote, when I decided to stand up on behalf of disadvantaged children in support of school choice, my Democratic colleagues didn't stand by me. They crucified me. When I decided to stand up in support of safe communities and refused to support efforts to defund the police, they didn't back me. They abandoned me. Of course they're radicals. Come on. Mainor was the only Democrat who voted for Georgia Senate Bill 233, which would have provided vouchers worth $6,500 that parents could use towards private school tuition if their child's school was performing in the bottom 25% in the state. The measure failed. However, after 16 Republicans voted against it. Okay. The Democrats at the Georgia State Capitol took a hard position, demanded every Democrat vote against children and for the teachers union, she said at the time. I voted yes for parents and yes for children not failing schools. Yeah, I mean, look, these performances in these urban school areas where Democratic leadership runs rampant, it's putrid. It's dog shit. It's shameful. These kids are graduating and they don't know shit. They can't get a job. I mean, literally. They can't, a lot of them can't even read. Now a Republican, Mainor has nothing nice to say about her former party. The most dangerous thing to the Democratic Party is a black person with their own mind. Oh, bravo. She also claimed to feel relief, quote, for a first time in a long time, she has been embraced by individuals who don't find fault in a black woman having her own mind and willing to buck the party line. I like this lady. I have a few colleagues upset with me to the point where they are giving away $1,000 checks to anyone that will run against her. I'm not apologizing because my Democratic colleagues don't like how I vote. Mainor also stated that Democratic promises to the black community have begun to ring hollow and worries that too many black children struggle with basic skills like reading. I just said that. It's ironic, and I'll say every election year, I hear Black Lives Matter, but do they? I see every other minority being prioritized except black children living in poverty that can't read. We'll send $1 million to the border for immigrant services, but black communities, question mark, not even a shout out. I'm sorry, I don't agree with this. Some notable Republicans, including former U.S. Senator Kelly Loeffler and Georgia Republican Party State Chairman Josh McCoon, have already welcomed Mainor to their team. This is a historic day for Georgia Republicans. As of Tuesday afternoon, the website for Georgia State Legislature still listed Mainor as a Democrat. Unbelievable that, hey, care about kids, care about their education. Oh, Black Lives Matter is bullshit, actually, really and truly, in the eyes of the Democratic plantation? I mean, I'm going to voice concerns. And look, guys, I've got, oh my God, he's going to say, I got a black friend. Guys, I got a lot of black friends. And the one thing I have heard a couple of times in the past is a black person would sooner come out as gay than as Republican. Are you shitting me? Question mark? Are you serious? But it is a very difficult thing to do in the black community. You are ostracized. Okay? Friends, family don't want anything to do with you. You're Uncle Tom. You're literally Samuel L. Jackson rocking Mr. Candy in Django Unchained in the eyes of the black community if you come out as Republican. That's total bullshit. And it's repulsive and it's insane. But that is what happens. So I give her some real credit for having done this. Okay? She's taken fire, I guarantee you, in her personal life, most likely for having made this decision. It's something we don't talk about a lot, is the blowback there. We've seen it with Tim Scott. We've seen it with Vernon Jones. Also, and I'm always going to bring this up in a damn Georgia video, how the hell do you vote for Brian Kemp, but you don't check the box for Herschel Walker? How did that happen in Georgia? Me and John have talked about this. We've talked about it on live streams. We're baffled as to why or how a person says Brian Kemp, and I'm talking about Trump supporters in Georgia too. All right? I can remember in and around that election, that whole week, Fox News was in diners talking to Trump supporters everywhere, wearing MAGA hats. Every one of them said, we're voting for Brian Kemp. But turned around and did not automatically check the box for Herschel Walker. But they let that absurd, progressive, radical Raphael Warnock, that fake pastor, they let him get voted back in. It's still baffling to me. I truly don't understand that. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Probably piss off some Georgia Republicans there, but, at some point, and I heard Patrick Bet-David talking about this. Look, we got to start looking in the mirror at ourselves. Christians remaining tolerant of certain things that the Bible doesn't support. Because you're afraid to be canceled. Nah, open your mouth. Open your mouth. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.